I'm getting ready for the Tanzania trip. Basically, I'll be talking more about the stuff that I'll be bringing. I'll be bringing 2 jigging rods, 2 casting rods, 1 heavy popping and 1 lighter casting. We have here the 2 casting rods that I'll be bringing and the 2 jigging rods. Of course, they're from Saltywater. Yeah, the reels, Stella 14,000 up to 20,000, of which the 14 and the 18 will be used for casting, popping, the 20 will be jigging, and I have a conventional setup which I'll be using the Maxel reels. As you can see here, we have a bunch of Stickbaits Poppers. Those are basically the kind of fishing we'll be doing in Tanzania. Some very deep waters, so we need a couple of heavier jigs and sinking stick baits to fish at the cleaves, the drop-offs. Some really nice chuggers to raise the GTs, hopefully the doggies too. See the heavy leaders that I have. These are some of them. I prepared some twisted leaders for popping. This is 200-pound twisty connected to a 300-pound bite leader. That's for the GTs. That's how nasty they are. These guys will rip your line out. They try to refill, cut you off whenever they have a chance. So, go big. Okay, we covered the lures, the rods, the reels. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about what most people tend to forget. Terminal tackle. Your split rings, your solid rings, your swivels, your cable cords, hooks, and of course, don't forget this, very important if you don't want to break your back. Okay, we have, this is the MC Works TT belt. It's very flexible, so you can actually feel it on your thigh. It doesn't kind of like digs into it, but just conform to your thighs. A lot of people think when you use a belt, it's gonna be big and bulky, like all strapped down and stuff like that. But this is what you really need. You want to travel light, and it's easy to put on. Just clip it, and you're ready. Now for the terminal tackle, as you can see here, the terminal bag that I have, it's filled up with split rings, some swivels, ball bearing swivels, please, lots and lots of hooks, all sorts of hooks. This is something very PE line breaker, but you can also use it to tighten your knots, so you don't cut your hands from the braid. Scissors for cutting your line. I have this. It's a lighter. Use it to burn down your mono or fluorocarbon leaders. Split ring pliers, very important. Next, I have the shout bobbin, very useful tool for tying PR knots, also known as pitch ranking knots for jigging. and a bag where you can store all this stuff. Oh yeah, forgot to talk about my trusty gloves. I had them for like 2 years. They're fairly expensive. These are from Shout. They're reinforced with leather on the index finger to help you with the casting, and you need them. Next, I'm going to cover a little bit on how to travel with your rods and reels. This is pretty much the setup that you're going to see when it's all rigged up, ready for fishing. But you know, unfortunately, the airline, they don't allow you to bring a full setup on board. So what we do is we break them up, we put them into rod tubes and the reels. It's there's a gray area. You're not allowed to bring braided line on board into the aircraft, so they have to be checked in. So what we do is we usually have our reels hand carried with us, and the spools, we put them into spool holders, spool cases, and these are padded, so they actually protect your spools. Now I'm gonna have the rods in the tube to protect them when we're flying. This is how I usually do it. The jigging rods are fine. I mean, they're one piece, you don't have to break them up. But it's always good to have them in your rod socks, rod covers. For the longer rods, the casting rods, what I do is I break them apart. I usually put them in alternate directions. Next, you need bubbles, bubble wraps. On both sides. What I normally do is also to have some t-shirt that I'll be wearing on the trip. Like this, and I will wrap them around the rods. You can see the words here because the TSA custom officers will definitely, when they close this tube here, they're gonna go bang, and that's the end of your rods. So it's always good to have a little piece of note telling them to be careful. These are fishing rods and not to close more than they should. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on what kind of tackle we generally bring on a expedition trip or a big fishing trip. If you have any question, contact us at info@saltywatertackle.com. Again, it's info@saltywatertackle.com. Look out for our future trips. There will be a lot of videos, pictures, reports coming from us, so please do check us out on Facebook. It's Saltywater Tackle Chronicles, or also you can email us, and don't forget YouTube video. That's where all our videos will be. Thank you.
Go.
Okay guys, that's about shit, I forgot what I'm supposed to say. Have any question? Fuck. Thank you for watching again. Fuck.